This is simply how manifestation works. Now, no matter what anyone tells you, these are the basic principle of how manifestation works. And today, we are going to learn all about that. So the first thing that most people don't understand is manifestation does not have a specific timeline. This also means that manifestation cannot really happen instant, but depending on some specific circumstances. Manifestations can happen instant depending on your level of awareness or your state of consciousness. If you have raised your level of consciousness to the God level or the highest frequency possible, which is the frequency of enlightenment, this means at that point you've now bridged the gap between mind and reality, meaning that you can bend reality depending or according to your own will. So at that level of consciousness, the enlightened state, at that state, you are completely free. You have achieved the ultimate balance. Remember, the universe is a place of balance. So at that state, you have achieved ultimate balance. And through that ultimate balance, you can be able to manifest instantly. But don't think achieving that state of consciousness is an easy feat, because it is less than 5% of the population who achieve the state of enlightenment. And these people become great spiritual teachers. They even become deified. They are worshipped as gods. So it is not such an easy feat to accomplish. But for the average person who is starting their spirituality journey, who wants to manifest, manifestation takes time. Let me not give you some BS guides, but I'm just telling you the truth. Manifestation takes time. Why? Because there are some things that really go into why it takes time. So the first thing that makes manifestation take time is because of the laws that govern nature. So let me explain a bit about these laws. Now, most of you are familiar with physical laws. So physical laws are the laws such as the law of gravity, yeah? Meaning that anything that is thrown must fall. Everything comes down to the gravity, comes down to the ground. They are pulled by the gravitational force, right? So the law of gravity is a physical law, and this physical law simply applies to everything and every phenomena that exists on the physical plane. So the thing that separates makes manifestation to be not instant are these laws. For example, we live in the physical world, or the realm of the effect, also known as the physical plane, okay? And in this physical plane, we have other laws, and these laws include the law of gravity. We have the laws of matter, the laws of space, and the laws of time. Actually, time only exists linearly, or time only exists on the third dimensional reality. On the higher planes, time does not exist. Time is not a concept. But on the third plane, which is also known as the lower plane, if you compare it to the higher planes such as the mental and the spiritual, we have time, we have matter, and we have space. So for example, let's say I want to manifest a car right now. The car cannot fall from the sky and just appear out of nowhere. There must be a process, okay? And that process is caused, or that process begins depending on your state of consciousness, which we will also talk about deeply in a few. But simply understand that on the physical plane, we have laws. I can't just wish for something and it appears from the sky or out of nowhere. There must be a process. There must be a cause, because the physical world is nothing more than the realm of the effect, and the cause are the higher planes. So that is why manifestation cannot be instant, okay? Also, the other thing, you cannot ascribe a certain timeline to when you want to manifest. Why? Because you will manifest it physically when you are in what we call frequency alignment, which we will also talk about in a few. But the main thing to understand is the reason why you can't manifest instant is because we have limitations. There are some laws, there are some principles. There must be a small delay, because reality mirrors your mind. Let me repeat that. Reality simply mirrors your mind, okay? So before reality can form a certain or specific way, it has first to get a stimulus from the mind. It has first to see what the mind perceives as being truth. Then that is what reality has to play. But there must be a delay. Now the delay is not a specific timeline. The delay depends upon your frequency alignment to whatever you want, okay? And the other thing that causes the delay to be either short or long is what we call the complexity of the thing that you desire to manifest. So for example, if what you desire to manifest is somewhat complex, meaning that, let's say, currently you are broke. Let's say you're broke currently, and then you want to manifest $1 million. So if you look at this manifestation, it's a bit complex because right now currently you are broke and then you want to manifest $1 million. Okay, then take this scenario also. You are broke and then you want to manifest $100 million. Now these two goals are complex in different ways. Now it is a bit easier to get to $1 million than it is to get to $100. So while planning your manifestations, you have to understand how complex is what you want to manifest. If the more complex is it's more it will take more time. The less complex it is, it will take less time. This is why it is very advisable for people who are simply beginning their manifestations to start with the small things. Start with the things which you have less doubts upon. You can say, I want to manifest a shoe, I want to manifest a hat, I want to manifest something simple that it's not so much complex. In other words, in order for you to manifest, you must check the complexity, because the complexity determines what we call the mind and heart alignment, which is you might think that you can manifest something, but you feel completely different, meaning that your feeling shows that you don't feel you can manifest this thing, whereas your mind thinks that you can actually manifest it. And if you have this incongruency or this disunity of the mind and heart, then manifesting will be difficult, because you'll be taking 1 step ahead and 5 steps backward, and that's what makes manifestation to be so hard. So now you've understood that manifestation depends on the complexity, depends on what we call mind and heart alignment, and also it follows some specific laws that govern nature, and these laws have to be applied. But when you have raised your level of vibration or your level of consciousness to some states, such as the states of enlightenment, of peace, of joy, these states are so high in the sense that you become at equilibrium with the universe, meaning that the universe becomes your humble servant. When you want to manifest something, you happen to see instant manifestations or other things which we call synchronicities, whereby events just align themselves without you having to struggle on your end. Okay, now how do you actually make sure that you align yourself frequently in the frequency of whatever you desire to manifest? Now it's quite simple. In order for you to align yourself in the vibrational frequency of whatever it is you want to manifest, you need to be in the state of being of that particular thing. And once you get this simple aspect correctly, manifestation will be effortlessly, or it will start being easier as to how it is at this moment. Now, what I'm trying to say is, the moment you align in the frequency of whatever you want to manifest, that thing becomes manifested on the physical plane. But don't be lied to. That thing already exists. How? Let's talk about the law of reversibility here. Now, the law of reversibility simply states that a cause can lead to an effect, but an effect can also lead to a cause. This is just a substitution of the law of cause and effect, simply meaning that an event leads to an emotion or a feeling, but also an emotion or a feeling can lead to an event. These two things are interchanged. An event, a circumstance, a condition can lead to an emotion or a feeling, but also an emotion or a feeling can lead to an event. How does this apply? Now let's talk about the quantum field. Now maybe you've heard about the quantum field or not. If you've studied or come across quantum physics, quantum mechanics, or what we call quantum entanglement, we talk more about energies and frequencies, meaning that on higher planes, above what the eyes can perceive, or above what the 5 physical senses can see and decipher, we have things which the naked eye can't see. We have things which we can't really feel with our 5 physical senses, and these things exist on the quantum field. And in the quantum field or the quantum realm, it mainly deals with the energy, frequencies, and vibrations, right? Meaning that anything that you conceive in your mind, any reality, it does not matter what it is. Any reality which you conceive in your mind, it is possible. It is already possible in the infinite realm of realities. Meaning that you could be a winner, you could be a marathon runner, you could be anything, a poor man, a sorcerer, whatever it is that you desire to become. All these things exist on the infinite realm of realities, and that infinite realm is the quantum field, right? So what ensures that you get to experience whatever you experience? The determinant of what you experience is simply your frequency. So let's say if you are in the frequency of poverty, then you align that, you become aligned to that thing, and then that is what you attract. If you are in the frequency of wealth, then you get wealth. Okay, so remember that you could be anything at any given moment, depending on the frequency that you choose to embody. So you simply have to learn how to tune in to the frequency of whatever it is that you desire, because everything which you can conceive in your mind is already a possible outcome in your reality. So you have to learn how to enter in the state of being of whatever it is that you desire to manifest or have in the physical dimension. But don't think that whatever you want is not a reality. It is already a possible reality. It's just that it has not yet gained its physical equivalent, which is the manifestation in the realm of the effect. So let's learn about tapping into the state of being. Now, state of being is simply what we call what you think, what you feel, and how you act. Now, these three things, when they are merged, they create your state of being. In other words, they create what we call your personality: how you think, how you feel, and how you act. So you have first to understand what is it that you want to manifest. So if you don't know what you want to manifest, you have to learn about the law of clarity. You need to be crystal clear about what it is that you desire to manifest in your life. Once you know what you want to manifest, and in detail, then that's where the state of being follows, or how you tune into that frequency of that thing. This simply means that, ask yourself, if you were to be in possession of whatever you desire to have, or if you were in that position already, how would you think, how would you feel, and how would you act? Now, these questions need to be answered on a deeper level. And once you have the answers to how you would think, how you would feel, and how you would act, then immediately you have to start embodying that frequency, or embodying that state of being. Okay, this simply means that you need to be very, very careful, or you need to practice the law of awareness to the point whereby you are completely at peace. You're completely at the point whereby you observe your mind to know what's happening in your mind, you observe the body to know how the body is feeling, and you observe your actions before you take them. This means that before you make any action, you ask yourself, will this action lead to the likelihood of this manifestation coming true? Is this kind of feeling leading to this kind of manifestation to come true? Is this kind of thinking bringing me to the alignment of the frequency that I want? If the answers are yes, then you are on move. You are now moving. You are now beginning to create that reality. And once you completely become aligned to it, it will happen in the physical world. Now, the time frame for you to be in that state of being will only be dependent upon you. If you completely feel that this thing is true, feel, not an emotion, if you completely feel that you have embodied it, because sometimes you think that you have, but you feel you've not. But if you completely feel, think, and act in that way, you will start seeing things which we call synchronicities, whereby things just begin aligning. You find that person connects you to where you have to be, and that other person leads you to where you want to be, because you are now working from the point of inspired action. And if you do that, your manifestation will be effortlessly. But don't be on your horses every time asking yourself, when will I manifest? When will it be a reality? Don't do that, because it is already a reality. The only thing is, you've not yet manifested it in the physical realm, but on the higher planes, there it is already a reality. The moment you conceive that idea in your mind, it is already a reality. And if you found benefit from this video, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and also we have online coaching sessions. I do online one-on-one coaching sessions. If you are interested to work one-on-one with me, there is an email address on the description of this video. DM me the word interested, I'll reply immediately, and we'll get to work. And I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awakened.